नमस्कार आणि योगार तुमकां प्रुडंट मिडियाच्या आमच्या ह्या कार्यावळीत विधानसभा वेंचणुकेचे निकाल जाहीर जावन जाल्यात आणि ताजे नंतरची ही डिबेट आमी हांगा घेतात. दिसभराचे सगळे रिजल्ट लायव्ह दाखयल्या उपरांत ही डिबेट घेतात आणि ह्या डिबेटी भितर आमचे कडेन तीग जण आसात. एक एडवोकेट रमाकांत खलप, डॉक्टर ऑस्कर रिबेलो आणि आमचे न्यूज एडिटर प्रमोद आचार्य. आणि आमी डिस्कस करतात. ह्या डिस्कशना भितर म्हाका एक गजाल तुमी सांगात. तुम्ही आता सगळी उलयतात की हे काँग्रेसीच्या विरोधात जाल्लें मतदान पूण बीजेपीच्या वाडचें न्हय. पूण हांगा जर तुम्ही पळयले जायत जाल्यार 21 जे लोक आयल्यात त्या 21तले फकत 9 जाण आमदार आसात. ऑल अदर आर न्यू फेसीस, कंप्लिटली न्यू फेसीस, जे केन्ना हातूंतले फक्त माथानी साळदाना आनीक राजेंद्र आल्लेकार हे दोग जाण हाचे पयलीं आमदार जावन गेल्ले आसात. अदरवायज आनी कोणूच जालो ना. ऑल आर न्यू फेसीस. आणि हातूंत भितर जेनिफर मोन्सेरात जिने लास्ट टायम कंटेस्ट केल्लें ते सोडले, ती पडिल्ली ते सोडली जाल्यार बाकीचे 8 जाण काँग्रेसीचे जे आसात दे आर ऑल दी ओल्ड पीपल. कितलीशा फावटी इलेक्ट जावन आयिल्ले आसात. ओके. आणि दे हॅव रिजेक्टेड बेसिकली बिकॉज वाय कांट वी से दॅट दे हॅव बीन पीपल हॅव जस्ट नॉट रिजेक्टेड दॅट पीपल हॅव वोटेड इन फेवर ऑफ ऑल दीज न्यू फेसेस. दिस इलेक्शन वॉज फॉर द न्यू फेसेस.
Maybe.
Why can't you say that?
More than new faces, म्हाका दिसता की it was for the best ideal candidate rather than a new face.
Best alternative
Candidate.
Best alternative.
Available alternative.
Available alternative.
And actually
Best
that is
available alternative.
in many ways.
Now आता कितें जालें तुगेलें जशें हांवें सांगलें फातोड्डा
No,
किंवा
is it
दिवचले
faces or party? That is where I am coming to.
ना फेसीस म्हाका दिसता की फेसीस म्हणून. पूण एक आसा ही नवी फेसीस आयल्या पळय ती लोकांक बऱ्याक पडटली ती. स्पेशली ऑल द सिव्हिल ग्रुप्स दॅट आर देर, all the other organizations that are working on the periphery, who are working on issues, can pressurize independence, can pressurize these new faces far more than they can pressurize the older ones. Because the older ones know exactly how the system works. They know which is the corrupt police official, which is the corrupt bureaucrat, who's got to be bribed, where, सगळे कळटा तांकां. हांकां ते शिकपाक आनी एक 3 वर्सां लागतली. म्हणून हो प्रेशर आसा पळय तो फ्रॉम सिव्हिल ग्रुप्स विल बी फ्रॉम द सिव्हिल ग्रुप्स, फ्रॉम मिडिया, फ्रॉम एक्सपोजिंग थिंग्स. हांकां पयशे घेवपाक बी खूप कठीण जातलें.
So you have a lot of work to do, Oscar.
Not me. Now I'm going to retirement. I'm going to Hawaii. I'm just taking it off. That's enough.
That's not correct. That's not
there are
correct,
wonderful
Oscar.
people.
It's not correct, Oscar. I think every Goan, whether it was Congress coming back to power or whether the BJP that has come to power now, every Goan has to be on his or her toes all the time.
Absolutely.
All the time. Because finally, this is a beautiful place and we want to bring it up. When power concentrates in the hands of a few people and when compromises start taking place, when even BJP and opposition, I won't use the word BJP, opposition, and आता भय म्हाका दिसता की आमचे हे इंडिपेंडंट आणि हे काँग्रेस वाले सुद्धा कितें कॉम्प्रोमाइज करतात काय म्हणून. हे कॉम्प्रोमाइज न जाता जर ते रियली फॉलो democratic principles,
Absolutely.
let the ruling party rule. BJP, they have got a mandate, let them rule. But simultaneously, let the opposition function as opposition.
Correct. Because at the end of the day, what Goa wants is Goa does not want Goa to be held hostage to vested interests.
ताका संवय ना ऑपोजिशन म्हणून काम करपाची.
कित्याक आमी तो डिस्कस करताले.
What I'm finding is 9 plus 5 plus 2. There are 16 in the opposition. Let them remain. They should not run away from their side and try to find a place with the ruling party.
And maybe the civil society groups, all the civil society groups now can engage more with the opposition groups and keep on putting the government on the map so that these vested interests don't get
that is in the interest of
Goa.
I think the ruling party should accept this. Welcome it also.
फाल्यां जर हांव प्रॅक्टिकली पळयता ह्या गजाली कडेन 9 जाण आयल्यात न्ही काँग्रेसीचे. ह्या 9 जाणां भितर कितले स्ट्रॉंग ओपोजिशन जावपाची तांक आसा. कारण तातूंतले 2 जाण मोन्सेरात जाले, 2 जाण राणे जाले. आतां हातूंत भितर उलोवपाक शकता ते कोण. आमी असेंब्लीतलो परफॉर्मन्स पळयला, अख्खी गोंयान लायव्ह पळयला. मोविन उलोवपाक शकता, विश्वजीत उलोवपाक शकता, अलेक्स रेजिनाल्ड उलोवपाक शकता, बाबूश मोन्सेरात म्हाका दिसना, प्रताप सिंग राणे कितली पर्यंत ताणटले म्हाका दिसना, दिगंबर कामतीचो स्वभाव पळयलो जाल्यार तो कितलो तुटून पडटलो ते दिसना. सो हे जे आसात ही जर परिस्थिती पळयली जाल्यार म्हाका अजून पर्यंत ओपोजिशन लिडर कोण हेच कळना. कारण अल्टिमेटली ओपोजिशनाची स्ट्रॅटजी जर ठरयतलो जाल्यार यू नीड दॅट कायंड ऑफ एन ओपोजिशन लिडर जो तातूंत डिटेला भितर वतलो, स्टडी करतलो, स्ट्रॅटजी तयार करतलो, असेंब्ली सेशन जावचे पयलीं आमदारांक घेवन बसतलो आणि कसो रुलिंगाचेर लागोल करप.
अजून पर्यंत ह्या सगळ्या लोकांक एकठांय दवरपी मनीस काँग्रेसीक ह्या 9 जाणां मदीं बसून दिसना.
बाकीच्याक सोडून दी, ह्या 9 जाणां एकठांय दवरपी ना.
म्हणटा
बाकीचे इंडिपेंडंट सोडून दी.
येस.
हांव खरें म्हणल्यार आय विल नॉट लूज होप ऑन दीस कित्याक म्हाका दिसता की लॉट्स ऑफ द ऑपोजिशन, एंड आय होप दिस टायम दिस हॅपन्स, अ लॉट ऑफ द ऑपोजिशन to the BJP or to the policies of the BJP, which I hope don't go in the interest of the vested interests, will come very often from within the BJP. Particularly, I hope Mr. Matani Saldana. There will be a lot of eyes on Mr. Matani Saldana's performance, because the last time, unfortunately, he kept quiet too often. The moment Mr. Manohar Parrikar was running amok, keeping Manohar Parrikar in check will be the responsibility of Matani Saldana. Openly sangya hai, and we have to make this
you hope so?
a priority.
Ashik,
I hope so. I hope
Not
so.
only, there are a lot of new faces.
There are a lot of new faces who can be
5-6 faces
pressurized.
have come in
Yes.
the party. And it is also healthy. Political parties should also have opposition inbuilt.
Absolutely. A democratic functioning within the
एकच गजाल
party.
दिसता, कारण मनोहर पर्रीकारांनी थोडं सरळ सांगलें की आमकां अलायन्साक 24 सीट मेळ्ळ्यात आणि आमी सपोर्ट केल्ले 2 इंडिपेंडंट आयल्यात. So the total tally जर धरलेला it is 26. When they have such a brute majority, it has to be from the outside. It cannot be always from the inside. We cannot expect that. And if it is not from the outside, जर सामकी जर हे मूग घेऊन गप्प बसले सगळे असेंब्ली जात तेन्ना, then I think that will create another danger.
एक हायपोथेटिकल सिच्युएशन हांव दवरता, जस्ट मीन्स नॉट फ्रॉम एज अ फूल, बट बेसिकली आज पर्यंतचो एक्सपिरियन्स जर सगळो पळयलो लेजिस्लेटर्सांचो आमचो सगळो गोंयचो, जे गोंयांत हिस्ट्री बी केल्ली आसा अशा हातूंतल्यान, जाल्यार वन सिंगल लार्जेस्ट पार्टी इज BJP, which is 21.
Correct.
Okay. On the other side, there are 19. Now, they are not on the other side right now. 3 of them are MGP. MGP till yesterday was with Congress, sharing power, getting all the advantages of that, benefits of that, and then last minute, हांकां ह्या वटच्यातल्यान येवपाक म्हणटकच काँग्रेसीक गाळी घालून आयले. सो ते ह्या वटच्यातल्यान गरज पडटा जाल्यार तांकां कितें कितें म्हणून BJPक ते ह्या वटच्यान येवपाक शकतात. असली तरेची वॅसिलेटिंग कॅरेक्टर्स आर देर. ओके. सो ह्यो आसात. ताज्या शिवाय 2 जाण आसात, मिकी पाशेको आणि कायतू सिल्वा. हे 2 जाण आसात. मिकीचें चित्र कोणाच्यान काडपाक जायना, स्वता मिकीच्यानूच काडपाक जावचें ना. अशे तरेन मिकीन एक दिसा भितर एक पार्टी सोडली, थंय गेलो, 2 दिसां भितर परत आयलो. असले तरेचे सगळे विक्रम ताणें हाजे पयलीं केल्ले आसात. ते जर 3, 2, 5 जर धरले, आनी हे 5 जाण जे आसात, कितें हे 5 जाण जे इंडिपेंडंट आसात, बट दोज इंडिपेंडंट्स आय थिंक दे वील नॉट बी एबल टू सॅटिस्फाय देम इन दॅट सेन्स फ्रॉम कॅबिनेट बर्थ, हे ते तसले तरेचे. हे 10 + 19 काँग्रेस, 9 काँग्रेसीचे जाल्यार 19 जातात. सो अल्टिमेटली फाल्यां अशेंय सिच्युएशन तयार जावपाक जाता की जंय इट विल बी 21 versus 19.
Exactly, this happened in 1990 under my leadership. Then opposition party NGP got 19. We were 19 seats in the assembly in the House of 40, and Congress also got 19.
Yeah.
2 seats were countermanded, which later on the Congress won. So it became 21 versus 19. One of them became the speaker, so it became 20 versus 19, and both parties became so brittle. My party as well as the Congress party. कोण केन्ना तो पयलो फुट्टा की हांव पयलो फुट्टा अशी परिस्थिती.
But at that time, the anti-defection laws and all used to be
which they did.
1/3 and all this. Now the anti-defection laws are very, very strict.
75
So
days
you
they
can't
publish
defect
it.
it easily.
दुसरें कितें ह्या सिच्युएशना भितर वाय इट इज व्हेरी व्हेरी डिफिकल्ट, इतली इंडिपेंडन्स आसात.
So they can choose. The BJP today is correct.
One independent coming on BJP's side. You
So
can't
the
topple
BJP has
government.
got this whole luxury of if Dawlikar brothers are too
One person coming on
troublesome,
BJP's side, you
they can
can't topple
sweep
the
aside,
government.
go with Mickey. Mickey is troublesome, keep him aside, go with
Yeah,
Avarta. So
BJP
BJP has got
because you require 14 to
something.
split BJP.
So it is not possible.
No,
I think
definitely
this
you
is
can't-
extremely
it is
hypothetical and
quite impossible to split BJP.
So I think it
And
is
BJP
time
has
for
many options.
So
to
it is
take on their
time for
side.
Congress. And what will be interesting, I think, and also which will be very good for Goa and for the political establishment, is a lot of these Congress people now, they will try desperately to come to power, I don't know, by some tricks, permutations or some soothsayer tricks, God knows what they're going to try to do. But once they realize the truth, that they cannot come into power, a lot of them who probably have never visited, a lot of these MLAs who have come, who have never visited the Congress party office, you're going to find them more often in the Congress party office, because they're going to have to take help of the Congress party, the structure itself, to be able to mount the opposition. They're not going to be able to mount opposition as individual satraps of their regional
What I
constituencies.
expect, the Congress MLAs must at the earliest hit the road. Be with the people. For the smallest problem faced by the people, they must come down to the street.
And with the Congress party workers.
With the Congress party workers, give the Congress party workers that courage that they require,
Absolutely.
the moral backing that they require, so that they are able to face this. Today we see it as a juggernaut. of the BJP MGP alliance.
डू यू कॉल दॅट कन्स्ट्रक्टिव्ह ऑपोजिशन?
Yes, of course.
प्रत्येक गजालीखातीर
It has
रस्त्यार येत
प्रत्येक
रावप.
गजालीची येवपाची गरज ना, but there are important
whatever
issues on
issues.
which you have to come to.
You have to study. But they cannot be. The problem here with these MLAs is that they have created their individual fiefdoms, right? Whether it is Taligaon, whether it is Valpoi, and then that has got hitched on to the Motherlode Congress, and then accordingly they have gone along. Now they are left only with their fiefdoms. There is no more Congress allowed. So when you are in the opposition, you are going to require an entire party structure to take up issues. You cannot take up issues of Taligaon and Valpoi and create that as the opposition issue, right?
ऑपोजिशन ओके गरज पडटा थंय रस्त्यार देवपाचें, ऑल दीस थिंग्स आय कॅन अंडरस्टँड. बट वॉट इज रिक्वायर्ड एट दिस स्टेज फॉर द काँग्रेस? की बीजेपी कितें तरी मिस्टेक करतली, मनोहर पर्रीकर गव्हर्नमेंट कितें तरी मिस्टेक
I never said this. When
करतली.
I say constructive opposition,
No, I'm not on that.
Congress party's manifesto itself, in many respects, cannot be opposed by BJP today, or BJP's manifesto cannot be opposed by the Congress for that
No,
matter.
I'm not on that.
So why not take up the best out of the two and then pitch for it?
I am not on that. I am on something else, भाई. की तुमचे काँग्रेसीचे ऑर्गनायझेशन म्हणजे कितें ऑर्गनायझेशनल स्ट्रक्चर आसा, इट इज कम्प्लिटली कलेप्स्ड.
So they will have to rebuild.
कांयच अर्थ ना तातूंत भितर.
सारकें.
हाजे ताजे मनीस हाडल्यात, भरल्यात आनी कितें केलां, अशे तरेचें एक केडर बेस्ड ऑर्गनायझेशन जे बीजेपी कडेन आसा तसले तरेचें केडर ऑर्गनायझेशन तुमचे कडेन
कोणाच कडेन ना.
अजिबात ना.
BJP
So
कडे
is it-
RSS आसा.
इज इट टाइम टू
BJP
जस्ट
कडे
काही
केडर ना.
दुसरी गजाल आसा.
आयकून घ्या.
ना तुम्ही
No,
कितें
is
जरी
it-
म्हळें तरी जेन्ना जीपीसीसीचे लिस्ट आयलें दिल्ली सावन एका रातया भितर ते हांगा परत 3-4 नांव घुसडून चेंज जालेंच
चेंज
न्ही.
जालें. हे सांगता.
So that is the adulteration which you
One
need
thing
to
we have to
take care of.
accept. Today in whole of India, ज्यो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी आसात पळय, भितर केडर म्हणटात तो बीजेपी कडेन आसा, बिकॉज इट इज बॅक्ड बाय RSS. And then RSS has trained them from their childhood and they are brought up. They form the core of the BJP. And that is also the strength and the weakness of BJP. Strength kidak, they remain always as pillars of strength for them. Weakness kidak, those who are outside that periphery feel threatened. They feel threatened and they are not taken into consideration quite often.
how
No, that may
But
not.
but
Nah,
therefore-
Bhai, I don't agree with you. For instance, you look at the victory of the Samajwadi Party today in Uttar Pradesh. Samajwadi Party, Akhilesh, has had a fantastic youth movement and a fantastic cadre-based movement which has really worked against Mayawati for 5 years, going to jail, their guys going to jail, their youth leaders facing the lathis and all the rest of it and injuries and getting into hospital, and they've got 250
This
seats.
is what I'm meaning.
So what I'm
This
saying
is what
is,
I agree with you.
willy-nilly,
Absolutely, I agree with you.
willy-nilly, these Congress MLAs who today are in power will have to come back to the party and rebuild the party if they have to become relevant in
They
any
have
sort.
to go to the grassroots. There is, a strong Congress force available at the grassroots.
But it has to be galvanized. It has to
कोणा
be.
विचारलं ना, एकदा आमदार म्हणून निवडून गेलो त्या बिचाराक कोणी
म्हजो प्रश्न असो तरेचो आसा, आज बीजेपीचे केडर जर तुमकां मेळ्ळे जायत जाल्यार खंयच्याय केडराक, सामान्यांतल्या सामान्य गांवांतल्या केडराक तुमी विचारात, ताका बीजेपीची आयडियोलॉजी खबर आसा, ही कमिटेड टू दी आयडियोलॉजी, कमिटेड टू दी ऑर्गनायझेशन, ऑर्गनायझेशनल लॉयल्टी आसा, अशे तरेचे आसा जे आज काँग्रेसी भितर खंयच दिसना.
सारकें.
I
सारकें.
beg to differ from you.